Hey, it's Burania, and today I want to talk a little bit more about email marketing. The previous episode I spoke about email and gave you the basic gist of how email marketing works, and also what the purpose of it is. If you're somebody who's ever subscribed to anything, or maybe you've registered for Facebook, or maybe you've registered for Twitter, or maybe you've registered, you have a login with Amazon, you would be receiving these emails. As a rule, shouldn't be just a blast of I'm sending this content or I'm sending this email to everybody because everybody on my list is interested in exactly the same thing. If you've built your list that way, then cool. But if you haven't, and most people haven't, I would suggest using some sort of intelligence or some sort of a system that will get you to go down a specific route, right? And you need intelligence in your emailing because there are a few different things that are very important, right? And I'm going to go down the list. So number one, I spoke about your subject line. Your subject line is the most important piece of content when it comes to sending an email to somebody, because it's the door to actually having them open that email and then read your content. And the second thing is content, right? What is the content inside that email? What is the story you're telling people? What is the product you're showing? What is the offer that you're delivering? Does it flow with your message from your ad and your landing page and your subject line and then your content, right? And then you're going to have the content. Number three is the link. Now, most people use just a normal link that'll go either back to your website or to your offer or to your video or to whatever, right? So how you display that link and the words around that link are important, and that's, you want people to click on that link, and that call to action is very important. So that's the third thing, right? The call to action is going to be extremely important. Number four is the physical address and the goodies that you see in the bottom of the email, as well as the unsubscribe button, all of those mandatory things that come with your software. You give people the ability to unsubscribe. Like, you don't want to piss people off, you don't want to annoy them, right? So I would say number five is give people an opportunity to unsubscribe if they don't want your content. Don't spam them, right? Don't bombard them with emails just because you want them to come to your offer. Don't be a hound. How would you feel if somebody called you 5 times a day on your cell phone, right, trying to sell you on a specific item? Now that would annoy the hell out of me. Same way as if I was sending an email to my list and those people getting annoyed by the fact that I'm sending them so much content, is going to be irritating, and people are going to complain, right? Worse, they're going to report you as spam. Spam is actually a completely separate topic, but I'm going to touch on it very quickly. When you're spamming somebody, you're bombarding them with emails, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to click on that little spam button in the corner of their Gmail or their Outlook or wherever, and basically that's going to tell Gmail, and it's going to tell all the email providers that, hey, this person who's registered under this domain name or is using this particular email address is a spammer. And so what that does is it drops your deliverability, the deliverability of your email. So instead of you maybe delivering 70, 80, 90, 100% of your emails out, the email systems, the email providers are going to deliver less. And that affects your open rate, it affects your click-through rate, it affects your whole business. Now, there are ways to check and see what your reputation is and what your domain reputation is on the internet. And I can put links, I'll put links in the description for you to go and check it out. But I wouldn't focus on that. If you're a legitimate business and if you're somebody has a good offer and your business is sound, sure, maybe it's a startup, maybe it's something that you've just created and you're starting to send people your emails, be cool, you know, be soft, build a relationship. Email marketing is all about building a relationship, getting people to know, like, and trust you, which I mentioned before. And the idea is to warm people up, right? And I'm going to talk about leads and how to score your leads and how to know whether your leads are actually warm to you, warm to you and your offers. So that's going to be the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe if you want more updates on these videos, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Cheers. Goodbye.
Listen.